Welcome live here to Racing Hotspot. Well, we're actually back. We just had your NASCAR review in studio. Now we're
crazy campus.
Yeah. Now we're back. We're actually live here at the track. It's a very hot day here in New Hampshire. That's why if we might look like we just took a bath with our wearing clothes.
Not necessarily hot, but humid. Very humid. Good race, though.
So, yes, how are you doing today, Dave?
Good. You tell me. 1 and 2. How could I do any better?
Yeah, his second-hand driver, I guess you could say, Brian Vickers, won the race.
Well, my main driver is obviously Mark Martin and the 55 cars. So, obviously, I'm going to root for the 55 car, whoever's behind the wheel. And I'm sure you guys watched this race, but if you could have seen me in the stands, I was losing my mind that Kyle would not let. Now, bear in mind, Kyle is also a very big driver for me. I was losing my mind. It was like, Kyle, let him go. He's got the only car that's going to beat this guy. And guess what? He did, and I won.
Yes, and Tony Stewart finished third. Well, there's your top three.
I'm not even sure how Kyle got by. How did Kyle get by?
I don't know. I think Tony Stewart ran out of gas on like the last corner or something like that.
Of the last lap? Because
I don't know.
Kyle, I believe, took it with like 2 laps to go.
We have video of it, so.
Yeah, I know. I got video of it. You got video of it. We all got video of it.
So
great race though. Regardless, I enjoyed it. Regardless of the fact that we were melting in the grandstands, but it happens.
Your top three was Brian Vickers 1, Kyle Busch finished second, and Tony Stewart third. That's your top three live from the track. So, other than that, more action-packed race than we usually see here.
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. This is actually one of the best races I've seen in probably about, 10 years. That's about how long you been coming?
I think like 9 now, or 8, because I've been coming since I was 5.
I've been here for 19 years, and to be frank, I really do believe this was the best race I've seen in 19 years. Because it was active, there was a lot of passing, there seemed to be a lot of passing opportunities. It was an action-packed race, but a lot of cautions too, which some of those I didn't see, as you know, or Devin knows. I wasn't there for the beginning of the race. I had some delays on the way in, which happens. It's welcome to going to a racetrack late. But bottom line is, what I saw, one of the best races I've ever seen.
And I actually called it, and you can ask my father and my grandfather here. They were like, oh, it's probably going to be boring, like, yes, nationwide race and the wheel-in race, which surprisingly was kind of a snore fest.
Oh, they were faster. They were faster, as we all know from qualifying and practice. We broke records. It's been the fastest race ever at Loudon. And I would have to say, even lap times during the race, although I didn't have my scanner either, which was really bad, but bottom line, I think this is the fastest race we've ever seen in Loudon.
Yes, it's... Well, what time is it, since you have your watch?
5:24.
We're usually getting out of the track now. Race is usually...
The race ended at what?
4:30-ish?
No, I would give it probably about 4:40, 4:45, somewhere.
4:30, 5 o'clock-ish? Would you give it that? Between
closer
that?
to 5 than it was 4:30.
All right, so closer to 5. Usually we're just leaving the track now, but instead, we're done. Teams are packing up. There actually a couple of haulers are already leaving.
They're soaked.
Yeah.
As you can see.
And as I was saying, I called this was going to be action-packed because I said, and I believe I want to say it was Phoenix earlier or Martinsville earlier this year. Those races are usually... All right, 500 laps, I can take a nap and go do dishes and be done in time for the race. And
I think Darrell Waltrip said it earlier. This track basically is Martinsville, but on steroids. And today it proved it.
Yes.
Today it proved it, with no doubt. I have no shortage of agreeing with Darrell. Martinsville on steroids.
And if you want to catch all the highlights, you can go on racinghotspot.net to the official guide, official site. We'll have the race rewind and everything on there. A lot of action in our corners, turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, and you know, it actually brings me up to why didn't they do something about turn 2? at some point in time, it became a real problem, and yet they were just going out and doing a quick cleanup. I don't know what's up with turn 2, but the truth is something was wrong, and they weren't catching it. And no insult to NASCAR. Sorry, I'm not used to a microphone. But no insult to NASCAR, but reality dictates they may have needed to take a couple extra laps there. Do you agree or disagree?
I was listening to the scanner, and a lot of the cautions were, there's going to be a quickie caution. There's going to be a quickie caution.
Well, Kurt Busch alone, I think, lost the lead. Human, which was my pick, even though we didn't do picks, but Kurt Busch was my pick. And to be quite frank, he would have run that race. He had this without any doubt whatsoever. But he got into, again, turn 2, got into something slippery, and wrecked.
From what I saw, it was Kenseth, though, that got into the back of him.
Either way, it doesn't matter. It was still a combination.
Yeah.
Sorry about the sweat, folks. It's pretty warm out here.
And also another thing is did you see how much speedy dry they had in that corner? It was white. It wasn't even a...
Yeah, it was really bad. And it was like, to me, it seemed like they needed to get some sweepers out there.
Yeah.
Not just because of the speedy dry, but, a speedy dry, sweeper, speedy dry, and then at that point in time, maybe you'd have a decent corner. But that corner proved itself in the last, 50 laps to be nothing but many guys' nightmares.
Yeah. And, I just sidetracked there in my mind while you were talking. And I saw one of the, the NASCAR Air Titan, do you know that? The jet dryer? I saw one of their little, tractors had, one of those on it. The blade, for the, I guess you could say, fast, narrow air.
Yeah, not the big system.
No, not the big system. I think they should have pulled that out to get the speedy dry off of.
I agree. And it could have even been the speedy dry that was causing the problem.
Yeah.
So, who knows? But that corner appeared to me to be very slippery. I mean, how many guys lost it? You had Jeff Gordon. You had Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch leading the race. Or actually, at that point in time, he wasn't leading the race. But he was on his way back to the lead.
Yeah.
He was up at 5 positions from where he had pitted. And to me, that was another one of my drivers. So, well, as I said earlier, that's the driver I picked for the race. But, of course, when it came down to 2 of my cars being up front, yeah, it was all over that. And, first and second. What a terrible thing.
This is the one thing I don't...
For you.
One thing I don't like about doing the race, he usually always sits there and, I won, if we wins.
He's cheating right now. He doesn't have a Tony Stewart hat on, but he's a Tony Stewart fan.
Actually, I'm wearing a Stewart shirt, so...
I'm wearing a Martin shirt. Man ain't even here. But he drives the 55. Not the 5. 55. But whatever, it's an old shirt. I've been going racing for a long, long time. I got shirts I can pull out that you would not even believe, and most people wouldn't even know what it meant. And I honestly do. I was looking through them today going, I can't wear this. It's so old, it's ridiculous. Although they still look mint, but...
Wow.
I think it would have been better off, actually, because one of them was like a jersey where it was vented. And today it was just, wow, my God. Just look at it. Serious.
I wouldn't be talking this, buddy.
I know, it's hot out here. Actually, it's not even that hot. It's just
humid. Well, we didn't pick any picks for this week, so... I
won. Let's just do that.
It's he gets 15 points, I get 15 points, according to the rule book.
I think I should get 20 and he should get 10. What do the folks think? Please send your opinions, because my 2 drivers won.
If you want to send your opinions, it's theracingguys@gmail.com.
Ow! Woo! Sorry. Stage problem. I was going butt pinched.
Wow.
Well, it's because I was sitting on both and you're only sitting on one.
And here's the reality side of the show. Anything can happen. So yes, 15 and 15. You had 291. I had 261. So pretty close. Last week you didn't give me your picks, so I got all 30 because I picked and you didn't. According to the no.
Okay, please send your opinions because honestly, That just sounds like cheating to me. As simple as that.
No.
Hey. The way I see it, I most definitely won today. Although, I will admit, I would have picked Kurt Busch. But he still placed pretty high. Where did Kurt Busch finish?
Top 30.
That's
He
it?
got in a wreck. And he went to the
I know.
garage.
Oh, so he didn't even finish?
He came back out, but I don't know if he finished.
Damn you, Kurt. I'm pretty sure he did. I thought I saw him going across the finish line, but where, I don't know.
Well, they were
Too
all...
fast. We just got out of there. We just walked out. Racetrack's right behind us, so it kind of leaves it a little open. We don't have all the facts yet.
No, but that's why... Actually, to be honest, we're doing this before the show that you just watched. So tomorrow we're going to do the rest of the show, so you'll have the new Keselowski car we got on set, and that's why you guys are looking at that going, wait a minute here. That explains it. So yes, according to the rule book on the Racing Hotspot Points Championship, if one person has picks and the other person doesn't...
According to Devin's rule book on the Hotspot. So yeah.
All right, well...
Did you email me? Did you ask for my picks?
Yes, I did.
When?
A week before the Daytona race.
I check my email every day.
You said you had it when we were at the barbecue. I'm like, you have your picks? He's like, I read your email, but I haven't had time to get it out there.
So I see how it is now.
So I never had the picks.
I say this is a much better show than you see anything on Speed, because it's more real.
Yep. All right then. So I think that'll do it. What'd you?
Up to you, man. I think I'm all set. I thought it was a great race. I'm happy, without a doubt, that I had a good day. So yeah, man, it was definitely a good race.
All right. I noticed you're like, you're afraid of the
whole microphone thing is kind of, I don't know, freaking me out a little bit.
Well, this picks up our voice better, because if we were just, hello, generators.
Let me ask you a question. If you weren't, would it still pick you up, or because this is plugged in, it doesn't pick you up?
It is picking you up. Look on the screen how it has a little thing. Pulse.
I don't see anything. So the outside mic still picks you up, even though it was a private mic?
This is. Hello.
All right, see, I understand that, but what I was asking was...
That mic is not on right now.
Okay, so it's not. All right.
Sorry about that. We just, once again...
I like the regular mic better.
We're off on...
I am not Darrell Waltrip. To me, this is a little hard to dictate. What to deal with. I do like the Racing Hotspot emblem on it, though. It's pretty cool.
You're not Darrell Waltrip? Wow. Yeah. You're a little younger looking.
Thank God. Soon, man.
Well, all right. Well, we'll have the rest of your race NASCAR NHMS report from in studio. But until we see each other after this break for the rest of the show, we'll be right back in studio.